For 5 years, I truly believed I had found the woman I was meant to grow old with. Her name was Hannah. From the moment our paths crossed, everything just fit. Conversations flowed effortlessly, like a river carving its course through familiar earth. We laughed over the most ridiculous inside jokes, the kind only to people completely in sync could understand, and spoke of the future, like it was already written in the stars. All the while, I was quietly saving for a ring, every spare dollar tucked away toward a diamond that would represent forever. And this wasn't going to be just any proposal. I had reached out to a local TV station that was running a segment on real love stories in the city. After some convincing, they agreed to help stage a surprise proposal during a live broadcast. It was going to be cinematic, straight out of a romance movie. Hannah had no clue. The night of the proposal, every detail was lined up like dominoes. The restaurant where we had our first date was prepped to recreate that magic. The same table, the same candlelight, the same song playing softly in the background. I'd invited both of our families, along with our closest friends, to witness what I thought would be the beginning of our forever. I told Hannah we were attending a dinner event celebrating local love stories. Technically true. She was radiant that evening, excitement dancing in her eyes as she got ready. I watched her from the doorway, heart pounding, believing I was hours away from the happiest moment of my life. But just before we were about to leave, everything crumbled. My phone buzzed. A DM on Instagram from someone I'd never heard of. A man named Mason. I opened it without a second thought, expecting spam. But what I saw instead stopped my heart cold. "Hey man, I really hate to be the one to tell you this. I just found out who your girlfriend really is. I didn't know she was seeing anyone else until I saw your photos together. I've been dating her for months. I'm sorry." I sat there frozen, rereading his words over and over, hoping, begging it was some sick mistake. Then the attachments loaded, screenshots of messages between him and Hannah, pictures of them together, intimate ones that left no room for doubt. And the worst of all, a short video, the two of them in a hotel room, laughing, kissing. It felt like my chest had collapsed. Hannah, the same woman who whispered dreams of children and old age with me, the same woman I was about to propose to. My stomach turned violently as the images burned themselves into my memory. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything I'd believed about our life, our love shattered. But I didn't cancel dinner, no. I made a different decision. We arrived at the restaurant as planned. The cameras were set, the crew was in place. Family and friends sat smiling at their tables. Hannah walked in glowing, blissfully unaware that the fairy tale she thought was unfolding was about to implode. As the host spoke about loyalty, love, and everlasting commitment, she beamed, thinking she was the star of the night. Then the spotlight shifted to me. I rose slowly, my legs heavy, my hand gripping the velvet ring box. I wasn't nervous anymore. I was done. Her eyes sparkled as I stood. She covered her mouth, caught up in giddy shock. Cameras zoomed in. I looked her in the eye, calm and cold. "Hannah," I said, voice level but sharp, "tonight, I was planning to ask you to marry me. I've spent months organizing this moment because I believed you were the person I was meant to spend forever with." Her smile faltered, confusion replacing anticipation. "But just a few hours ago, I found out something that changed everything." She stiffened. Panic crept into her expression. "I found out you've been cheating on me for months with a man named Mason." Gasps echoed across the restaurant. The host went silent, mouth hanging open. Hannah's face went ghost white. She shook her head violently. "It's not what you think," she stammered, voice cracking. "Please, we can talk about this privately." But I wasn't finished. I turned to the camera. "To anyone watching this, let this be a lesson. Don't ignore red flags. Trust your instincts. And don't waste years of your life on someone who doesn't respect your heart." I placed the unopened ring box gently on the table in front of her, turned, and walked out without another word. The entire room sat in stunned silence. That segment never aired on TV. But someone at the restaurant caught the entire scene on their phone. By morning, it had gone viral. My phone exploded. Some accused me of humiliating her. Others called me brave. Honestly, I didn't care about the noise. This wasn't about revenge or validation. It was about reclaiming my dignity and refusing To let betrayal be the final word in my story. In the days that followed, Hannah showed up at my door, crying, begging, saying it meant nothing, that she'd made a mistake, that she didn't mean to hurt me. But cheating isn't a mistake, it's a decision. 1,000 little choices made over and over in the shadows while I was building a future. She clearly didn't want. It's been months since that night. Healing hasn't been easy, but I'm doing it. Therapy has grounded me. My friends and family have held me up. I've started dating again, not seriously yet, but just enough to remind myself that love isn't supposed to feel like betrayal, wrapped in sweet promises. That night taught me one of the hardest truths I've ever had to learn. No matter how much you love someone, if their love isn't loyal, it's not worth fighting for. I walked away from someone I once saw forever with, and in doing so, I saved myself from years of quiet heartbreak that would have surely followed. And somehow, despite everything, I've never felt more free.